Welcome back to our brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the single prize Slowking with the newly released set Journey Together. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have a 3-3 line with the Slowpoke and Slowking. This will be our main attacker for this deck. I'm mostly interested in that first attack to seek inspiration for the 1 Psychic, 1 Cardless. You can discard the top card of your deck, and if that card is a Pokemon without a rule box, we can choose one of its attacks and use it as this attack. So some of those Pokemon that we'll want to put on the top of our deck will be this 1 copy of Annihilape. It does have that Destined Fight where we can knock out both active Pokemon. We have the 1 copy of this Conkeldurr for that Gutsy Swing. We can do a solid 250 damage with this attack. We have the 2 copies of the Kyurem here where you can use the Trifrost and do 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we do run the 1 copy of the Regigigas for that Jewel Breaker attack where you can do 100 base damage and then 230 more damage if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Terra Pokemon. So very good for knocking out Dragapult and Charizard EX. And then for our draw engine, we have a 2-2 line of the Natu and Xatu for the ability Clairvoyant Sense. Once during your turn, you can attach a Psychic Energy to one of your benched Pokemon and then draw 2 cards for doing so. And then lastly, we do have the 1 copy of the Squawkabilly EX here for that Squawk and Seize ability. On the first turn of the game, you can discard your hand to draw 6 new cards. And then moving on to the trainer cards, for our ace spec, we do have Max Rod, where you can put 5 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. And then for our stadium cards, we do run all 4 copies of the Academy at Night, where once during each player's turn, you can put a card from your hand on the top of your deck. So this is basically the stadium card that we need so that we can use Slowking's attack, Seek Inspiration. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 4 copies of the Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. You can search out your deck for any 2 cards and then put them on the top of your deck in any order. Then we do have the 1 copy of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. The 1 copy of Lana's Aid, where we can put 3 in any combination of Pokemon without rule boxes or a basic energy card back into our hand from our discard pile. And then lastly, we do have the 3 copies of the Professor's Research for some extra draw support. And then for our tool card, we just run the 1 copy of this Powerglass. At the end of your turn, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, we can attach a basic energy card from the discard pile onto that Pokemon. And then for our energy cards, we have the 3 copies of Jet Energy, which will be a colorless energy and a switching option, all rolled into 1. As well as we do have the 2 copies of the Reversal Energy that we can use on Slowking if we're behind in prize cards. And then lastly, we do have the 7 Psychic Energies. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Nice, we win it. So let's go first here. It's a good thing we didn't get a basic Pokemon for this hand. All of our Jet Energies, and then some supporter cards are not too great for the beginning. Let's see, we reshuffle. And I guess we'll put Slowpoke in front. Kind of bad. We couldn't get Squawk or any item card to help us find it. So, or even just a Tatsugiri would have been pretty good. That looks like it's gonna be Dragapult. Research. Yeah, let's pass. Okay, looks like it's not Goldango. This looks like it may be pure Dragapult. Probably no Charizard either. Maybe Pidgeot? I don't know. They play Arven, so pretty high chance that you might go for the TM Evolution here. Either that or Item Lock. They got a lot of options here. Yeah, they get Monkey Dory. Pretty sure they're gonna go... Yeah, they do have the energy card. Yeah, they retreat out for the item lock. So no TM Evolution. Maybe later. Who knows? Yeah, that's kind of bad. Let's just pass. There's nothing we can do. We need at least one Psychic Energy. Okay, looks like they might go for TM Evolution here. They put a card on the top of their deck. Maybe it was a Dracloak or something. They use Iono. Well, that's not too bad actually. Might get Psychic Energy this time. Yeah, we did get two of them. The Kyurem, which is really good. Okay, looks like they're gonna get Dragapult into play here. So, we can still get 3 KOs here though. We can still take the Monkey Dory, Dreepy, and Budew. Yeah, let's put Kyurem on the top of the deck. Take out their 3 Pokemon. Hopefully they don't set up Dragapult here. Take 3 prize cards, which will be really good. That's half the prize cards here. Slowking, Research, and Night Stretcher. Basically, we pretty much win this game. If we can get Annihilape, we can take an automatic knockout on both Pokemon here. So they basically lose this. Unless they make some kind of miraculous comeback, they could do the... I don't know, Crispin? Yeah. They are going for the KO. That's pretty lucky to find Crispin or have it in your hand already without having to draw it. You know, they didn't have use Fezandipiti or anything, it was already in their hand. So yeah. Oh wow, they go for Unfair Stamp. That's gonna set us back big time. Yeah, it really just depends on how the draw goes here. At least they can't knock out our Slowpoke, which is good. Like, a really good card to draw would be like Max Rod here. That would solve a lot of problems. Iono. And Buddy Poffin. Guess let's get Slowpoke. Tatsugiri. Oh no, Nest Ball. Also just set them out the deck. I don't know, let's get Natu maybe. Let's research. Yeah, we didn't get the Night Stretcher. The Slowking and the Regigigas is prized. How bad is that? Yeah, we'll just have to use Conkeldurr here. Go for the Gutsy Swing. It's something. It's kind of hard to recover from unfair stamps sometimes. Counter Catcher. Yeah, that's definitely not going to help us. So yeah, they're definitely knocking out Fezandipiti and maybe the Natu. But if we can really just get that Kyurem on the top of our deck, we can basically take the game here. And they're both... So we need Night Stretcher or Max Rod here. If we just get that, we basically win the game. Because 110 damage on Dragapult will knock it out, and then 110 on the Klefki. That's the last 3 prize cards. If we can find Night Stretcher. And I'm going to go into Tatsugiri in the front, just because of the attract customers. We do have Jet Energy to switch out. Okay, we draw Night Stretcher. We don't even really need anything else. Let's see. Wow, nothing on the attract customers. Let's get Kyurem back. Put it back on the top of the deck. Yeah, and that's basically game there. That Klefki costed them. Yeah, there goes Dragapult. And Klefki, yeah. That's 3 prize cards. Yeah, there's Regigigas. I feel like ideally we do want to go first and hopefully get Tatsugiri and Squawk, which are very important for this deck. Okay, they have us go first. That works out. Hopefully Squawk isn't prized. So it looks like they're going to be Dragapult. And I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to switch Squawk in front. Yeah, let's end turn. Because maybe we can use Motivate, like with this hand here, we got 2 Psychic Energies. We can just use Research and then get one back with the Motivate, hopefully. Okay, they don't get any energies into play here. So yeah, let's research. Guess let's get another Slowpoke here. And let's just go for the Motivate, because it looks like they didn't get any energy cards here, so they couldn't even item lock us. Put 2 energies on this Slowpoke. And I'm thinking maybe we should Ultra Ball and search out either for the Kyurem or Slowking. Maybe Kyurem actually. I don't know. Actually, nah. Because if we use Research, we won't be able to use Lana's Aid. We'll pretty much need the Max Rod. Hold on, they get Dusclops. Looks like they're gonna knock out our Natu here. Okay, they don't knock out Natu. Yeah, we can't even Ultra Ball now. I think we'll just Research. Yeah, we need that Academy at night. I don't know, we'll just go for the Motivate. It's still 20 damage, we can knock out the Budew, maybe. That is just pretty insane. We're like more than halfway through the deck, like literally 1/3 of the deck left. And we can't find a Academy at night, considering that we run all 4 of them. We're gonna miss our window of opportunity to like just snipe these Dreepies. They play Arven. What do they... I think they're gonna play Ultra Ball. They play Fire Energy, and they're gonna go for TM Evolution. So they're gonna get Dracloaks down, and they already got Dragapult, so it's too late for that one. Well, we can still snipe these Cloaks that have only 90 HP. Okay, they didn't go for the Dusknoir. Slowpoke. I feel like we're just gonna have to research here. Because we really need that stadium card. I guess we'll just Ultra Ball for the other Slowking. Nope, it's not there. Well, let's get the Kyurem so that we can discard it with research and hopefully Night Stretcher it back. Okay, we do get Kyurem in the Academy at night, so that was pretty lucky. Let's put on the top of the deck. Literally 11 cards in our deck. That long. And let's put 110 on 3 Pokemon. I'm gonna get rid of that Dusclops, honestly, and the 2 Cloaks, because the Cloaks are draw support. See, 3 prize cards. Yeah, there's a Slowking there. Get the Psychic Energy back. See, Brock scouting. I think they're gonna get Fezandipiti here. Yeah, they do get Fezandipiti and the Blood Moon Ursaluna. They bench both of them. Yeah, they get rid of our stadium card. I don't know what is the deal here. Literally 10 cards in the deck, and we only saw one of our stadiums. Pretty crazy. Let's see, is the Regigigas in the deck still? No, it's in the discard. They go for item lock. Yeah, so I feel like we should get the Academy at night. The Ciphermaniac Codebreaking. Oh, but we are item locked actually. Yeah, literally 4 Night Stretchers. There's only 3 kinds of cards left in the deck. Yeah, let's just use the Gutsy Swing, get rid of the Budew. Yeah, there's Max Rod. So our ace card was prized for this game here. Hopefully they don't get rid of our stadium card. If they don't, it's basically an easy win for us. Psychic. Arvin, okay. Because if we can keep the stadium card in play, we can just Max Rod next turn for the Regigigas, put on the top of the deck. Rescue board and Rare Candy. Ooh, they might get a Dusknoir here. And put 130. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. Because they're gonna use Ultra Ball here. Yeah, there's Dusknoir. I'm gonna get rid of both of our Slowkings in just one turn, I guess. And we literally have no bosses. I don't know, let's get the energies back. Slowpoke. And the Slowking. I don't know, maybe let's Night Stretcher another Slowpoke here. I don't know, just in case. Yeah, let's go into Xatu, and I'm just gonna turn. I don't even want to draw cards with Fezandipiti. We only have 4 cards in the deck. I doubt they'll have... Oh wow, they still get rid of our Stadium card here. That is pretty insane. Like, we're struggling to keep these Academy Knights in play here. So what was that? We used 2, I think? So there should be 2 in the deck and then 2 Night Stretchers or something. And they got the Counter Catcher. Well, we got all basics and Latias in play. So they're probably going to just gust up Latias or Fezandipiti and KO one of them. No, they go for the Slowpoke. See, so I was pretty spot on correct. It's a pretty good idea to get 2 Slowpokes into play. Yeah, there's a 2 Academy Knights, and let's put it into play. Get Slowking into play. And all we have to do is just Night Stretcher the Regigigas, I guess. Like, we could have used Annihilape also. Yeah, 330 damage. So we do knock out Dragapult. Yeah, and that's game. Last prize, Nest Ball. There we go. Okay, looks like they got Dunsparce. Wow, where are the odds we draw 3 energies? Okay, looks like Squawk is prized. Maybe let's get Latias. Nothing on attract customers. Okay, looks like it's gonna be Great Tusk Mill. See, Explorer's Guidance. I'm assuming they're not even going to attack this turn, because they already attached for turn, and they put on the Great Tusk, so they're probably not even going to use to Find a Friend. And yeah. I guess it's got the Iono. Yeah, let's go into the active so we can utilize that Powerglass. Oh wow, they get rid of our stadium card. We definitely needed that. Yeah, maybe it was just too early actually to go into Slowking here. But then again, if they discard something into Land Collapse, we can Max Rod it back. But we still need the Academy at night, so... See, the Earthen Vessel. Did they use a supporter card? Well, they do now. Okay, they got Saturn. Anything worth... Nah, there's nothing really to Nest Ball for. Let's just go for the Super Psych Bolt. Yeah, there's a Squawk that was prized. So we're kind of in a unique situation here where we can actually just use our attack and hit double damage and take a one-hit KO on Great Tusk. Looks like another lane collapse here. The Dunsparce. Let's see if they get the Ancient Supporter card here. It shouldn't be too hard. They already got only like 20 cards in their deck. They Super Run. Yeah, there's Explorer's Guidance. Ooh, they do have Crushing Hammer here. It does fail. So that does buy us a little bit of time. Pokegear. And there's a Sada that they pick up. Let's see what they discard here. Some decent stuff. Ciphermaniac, Codebreaking. Yeah, there's really nothing in Night Stretcher here. Yeah, this is a pretty unfortunate matchup for them for Great Tusk. Their one weakness to Psychic is basically crushing them, where we don't even need to set up anything with the Academy at Night Stadium card and we're still doing really well. Play Size Vitality. Still waiting for... Okay, there's the stadium card that we need. Do we have a Kyurem in the discard? We do not. Let's Ultra Ball Squawk and Regigigas. Get the Kyurem. Yeah, let's hit 110 on all of their Pokemon, because they only have 3 Pokemon in play. See what we get here. Natu in reversal. Yeah, they're pretty much done. That weakness really crushed them. Oh wow, Neutralization Zone, Counter Catcher. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need Jet Energy, honestly. Actually, we should be fine. We're not attacking with any EXs. The Ultra Ball, they're probably gonna get another Great Tusk here. They only have 7 cards in the deck. They get Dunsparce. Oh wow, that's so bad. That's 3 of our stadium cards. Yeah, let's just end turn. Let's see, another counter catcher. Yeah, that's our last Academy at night. Let's see, this has to be their last Great Tusk here. Who do we pick up? Night Stretcher. Yeah, they milled through all of our stadium cards. They got the Dunsparce. Yeah, I feel like they pretty much lose this. They got 1 card in their deck. And if they shuffle Dunsparce or the Dunsparce back into their deck, they have no Pokemon in play. Okay, they're just like pretending to be AFK or something on them. Yeah, we'll just go for the Super Psych Bolt. They draw their last card. And they basically lose here. Yeah, that's all their Great Tusks. Mimikyu. 1, 2, 3. No, wait, that's only 3 actually. Yeah, we just made the win. Because they even ran out of cards. They got 0 cards. Let's see, what's the last card that we draw here? Research. Yeah, let's knock out the Dunsparce. They knew they lost this. There was like nothing they could have done. Okay, we get Ultra Ball. There we go. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.